Hey folks, how are you? Welcome back to football. It's been a while. I'm Matt Peralt here on playpicks.com. We're going to talk college football all year long in this space with picks and winners and good stuff. Last year had a really successful college football run here on playpicks.com. Matt Brown had the NFL for you covered. Make sure you've hit subscribe to our channel. Make sure you're still coming back and seeing each and every day, each and every week as we progress through the college football season, ways to make you money. And boy, New Jersey, you guys are off to a phenomenal start with sports gambling. We have other states as well. But before we talk about Florida and Miami, the first game of the college football slate, let's talk about how you can get some free money and matching deposit bonuses from our great partners on playpicks.com/bonus. Playpicks.com/bonus. You're going to start with $25 simply for joining from DraftKings. Free money, $25. Do what you want, $25 just for signing up. Then you've got your $500 risk-free wager from BetStars, just like last year. Same thing, $500 free bet for the new customers that come along board, and $500 as well from FanDuel with your free risk bet, up to $500 refund if you lose your first bet from FanDuel. We've got other ones though this year. 888 Sport. You've got $10 free, no deposit offer, $10 for signing up. That's awesome. Sugar House, hey Philly, Pennsylvania, here we go. You guys are involved. $250 bonus for a deposit bonus from Sugar House. Points bets, you got $20 on sign up for free from Points Bets. $20, bam, in your account just for that. And the Golden Nugget, how about that? $50 a free roll from the Golden Nugget. So all these are available at playpicks.com/bonus. And you guys can go and find out all the great information for all of our sportsbook offers for the college football season for 2019. Let's start with Florida, Miami. In Orlando, it's the ACC versus the SEC. Always a lot of fun when these two conferences get together, and you got a new head coach in Manny Diaz coming in to take over Miami. Now, there's a couple of things to get into here with the fact that Miami is starting a redshirt freshman quarterback. You've got two great defenses, and you got the heat. This game's in August. It's early, August 24th. It's an early kick, and we're talking about a lot of temperature warnings in terms of humidity and heat for this game. These are two teams that are going to play smash mouth football, and I think the weather matters in Orlando in August. I think it's a pretty big factor, to be quite honest. But let's look at some stats here that jump out. Now, these are for last year, okay? It's the opener, so we don't want to go too overboard here when it comes to what's happening for these two schools. But defensively, I think you have to look at both these schools. But, before we do that, actually, let's talk about DraftKings. Let's look at the numbers. DraftKings, Florida and Miami. The number is 7. Plus 7 at minus 110. It's 47.5, 47.5. It's pretty consistent. On the money line, minus 286 and plus 225. At FanDuel, we'll look at just two books, FanDuel and DraftKings here for the essence of time here. Florida and Miami, 7.5 at FanDuel, plus 7.5. You like the dog here, you get the hook for Miami. 47.5 total as well. Minus 290 and plus 230 on the money line. So you got 286 and you got 290 here for Florida as the favorite for the money line dog, plus 225 and a little bit more coming in here, plus 230 on FanDuel, plus one, the hook as well when it comes to Miami, Florida. So, all right. So here's the thing about this line. It opened up at 3.5. It's now 7.5 or 7. That's a lot of movement. And even though I like Florida to win this game, I'm going to pass on the line because the best number is not available to me right now. So if you bet this thing early, congrats. You got a great number. I think Florida wins this game. Now, my fear is it's not by more than a touchdown. I think the line is right at 7.5. And so I'm not going to touch a side in this game because I want 3.5. I want 4. I want 5. I don't want 7 or 7.5. So I'm going to brush past this, even though I think Florida wins. So if you're going to go and lay 290, you want to take the juice on that and take Florida to win the game. Okay, I think Florida does win the game. But I think you have to be very careful when it comes to the line in the side here, because I think the line is right, and there was a much better number. It opened up at 3.5. So I would rather have that. If I could get that, I would bet Florida 3.5, bam. But because I can't get that, now we got to look at the total. 50 it opened up at. It is coming down in a hurry. I got it at 47.5. Here at the time of taping, it's 47.5. If you got it at 50, 48, it was 48 yesterday. It was 48.5 yesterday morning. That's crazy. The line's moving quite consistently. So by the time that this is being watched by you guys, the number may have already changed. But I think this thing is coming down in a hurry because of defense. Miami is a team that 26-14-1 since 2016, unders for Miami. Why? You got to look at that Hurricane defense. Last year, look at this number. Opposing third down conversion, 26.4%. That was number one in the country last year. Points per game, 21.1 points per game. And guess who their new head coach is? A defensive-minded guy. They're not going to let Florida run the ball down their throats. And Florida's offense isn't good enough to go put up 30 points on anybody, in particular a good defense where they can't run on. So to me, you got to look at this defense at 21.5 points per game, opposing yards per play, 4.3, and third down conversion. It's really, really hard to convert on third down. But a redshirt freshman quarterback is starting, not the Ohio State transfer, but a redshirt freshman quarterback is starting for the Miami Hurricanes. Thus, you look at Florida's defense. Again, 22.2 points per game. That's 24th best. 5.1 yards per play, top 40. Florida's defense is very, very good. And this is a team in Miami that we don't know what to make of their offense. They're in transition. This is a low-scoring game, folks. This is going to be a really low-scoring game. I don't think this thing gets, from a total perspective, I don't think it gets into the 40s. I think it's the weather. I think both teams want to run the ball. I think both teams want to shorten the game. And look, I think Florida wins, but it could be 13-10. It could be 17-10. It could be 17-14. Somewhere, 47.5 points to me. Lay the under here. I love this. In terms of all the bets I've made in the month of August, I feel great. I don't do game of the year crap, but I really do like this under a lot. I think this is a low-scoring slobber knocker of a rivalry game in Orlando in the humidity. 47.5 points. I'm taking the under here. 47.5 for Miami and Florida. First game of the year. Teams trying to get their feet underneath them offensively. The defenses are going to be ahead, and the defenses are just flat out more talented for both Florida and Miami than the offenses that they're going to be facing. I'm all over the under here for Florida and Miami. So if you like this play and you think it's a smart play, why not head on over to playpicks.com/bonus. $25 from DraftKings, $500 free bet, risk-free bet from BetStars, $500 from FanDuel, $500 and all the other offers that are available on playpicks.com/bonus. We're going to have a ton of pick segments, a ton of videos. Stay with us, hit subscribe, and if you like my pick, tell me about it in the comment section below. If you disagree with me, tell me why I'm wrong. If you're betting Miami too, taking the plus 7.5 from FanDuel, tell me why you're taking Miami. What do you like about the Williams kid? What do you like about Miami here with the Hurricanes against Florida in their opening game? If Manny Diaz can beat a top 10 team in Florida, woo boy, that would be pretty impressive. But I like that Miami defense a lot. I think Florida's not going to score a ton on them, and I think Florida's defense is good enough to hold Miami in check. Take the under for Florida and Miami, and welcome back to football. I'm Matt Peralt. Subscribe, stay with us all year long here on playpicks.com.